Between these images I fill my head. Now keep my fingers from making mistakes. Tell my voice what it takes to speak up, speak up. Keep my conscience clean when I wake. Oh, don't make this easy. I want you to mean it. Jay-Z, say you mean it. Your dress to kill, I'm calling you out. Don't waste your time on me. Now there's an aching in my back, a stabbing pain that says I lack common sense and confidence to bring an end to promises that I make in times of desperate conversation. Hoping my night could be better than theirs in the end. Just say when. Don't make this easy. I want you to mean it. Jay, say you mean it. Your dress to kill, I'm calling you out. Don't waste your time on me. I've never told a lie, and that makes me a liar. I've never made a bet, but we gamble with desire. I've never lit a match with intent to start a fire. Recently the flames are getting out of control. Call me your name, kill me with words, forget about me, it's what I deserve. I was your chance to get out of this town, but I didn't secure and left you to way down. Side I hope the air will serve to remind you that my heart is as cold as the clouds of your breath, and my words are as timed as the beating in my chest. Thank you.
So you guys have one more for us?
Yeah, we have one more. This one is an original song off of our EP called Bring Back Yesterday. And it's called Mr. Hewitt. And yeah, we're going to try it acoustic for you guys. So let's just start with this without the guitar intro.
Kind of off. Okay.
Bloodshot eyes right before you make it through the lies. Just for coffee, 10 playwrights, all you do is burn it now. To the ties missing, we're looking 9 to 5. Takes a toll working D&Ds, forget them, cause if I be writing me, it's just so hard to say yesterday. You blew life away. All I say is leave this town today. Lie to me since I was young, cry to me just for fun. All I say is you can't live this way, 'cause you're in too deep to bring back yesterday. writing me just for fun. All I say is you can't live this way. When you're in too deep, you bring back yesterday. When you're in too deep, you bring back yesterday. When you're in too deep, you bring back yesterday. When you're in too deep, you bring back yesterday.
Right before your EP was released in October, so it was right before, right after you guys came. How'd the reception go with that?
I think it was pretty good. We played shows and started seeing more people respond to the songs and know the songs, which I think was really cool for us because we never released any original stuff before that. So that was really cool, and yeah, I think the overall reception was pretty good. I'm really happy with how people are liking it, and I'm really proud of the song. So what do you guys think?
Well, I mean, I wasn't with you guys when you released it, but when I joined the band, it kind of listening to that is kind of what made me join. So I was a fan of it before even starting to play it.
Thanks.
So you mentioned earlier in via email that you're working on a new EP. You're in the stages of writing it. Do you want to tell fans a little more about that?
Well, we are not decided on studio or producer just yet, but we started writing some cool ones, some cool new songs. One of them actually Paul wrote on guitar.
Yeah, we even played them live.
We played one song that we started doing. We played that live at our last
The
show.
one that Paul wrote on guitar, I
Yeah.
believe, right? And yeah, we have some cool songs, one of which we're going to be playing later, actually. And I'm excited. I think it's definitely a little different, the songs. This one has more of an overall theme, I'd say, rather than the last one's being kind of just a collection of songs.
Each song seems very different. It's kind of this one sounds a lot more like trying to figure out a style, really.
Yeah. Yeah, last one was, each one sounded completely different. This one, you can tell it's the same group and everything. You've got your little classic stuff that we do in there, but it's definitely fitting more towards a certain genre rather than all over the place.
And as a pop punk band, you have a lot of room to explore because there's been so much pop punk before that has always been changing. I mean, in the 90s, Green Day, Offspring to all-time low now. How is your style changing? What are you turning in? What are you going into? What is this new era about?
Well, I think a lot of our style change has to do with like our lineup changes. That is like a huge influence.
That's a good point.
Because like Paul and Cody have like different music tastes, and like everyone's music taste really heavily influences obviously how we sound. So I think that's the biggest factor in our change in
Yeah,
style.
for sure.
That's definitely it.
Luke jams to some harder stuff than a lot more of us do, and that
That's true, yeah.
it shows pretty much through his guitar playing and how he just likes to shred and do all this crazy stuff that we would never think to put in music.
And I think the cool thing was when Paul joined the band, Paul joined the band a few days before the first time we played here, actually. So Paul joined the band and introduced me to some new bands that we picked up some stuff from, and I think inspired a little bit more of the music, and then Cody even more so when he came. So we all have different music tastes that kind of come together into what we sound like, actually, right?
Yeah, definitely. I've had times where Max will send me a song and it'll almost remind me of like a My Chem song, or then I'll have him send me a song and it's like, oh, that could be a Day to Remember song. So you never really know what we're going to try and throw out because there's so much going into influencing it.
One of the songs is actually all oboe, and we started writing that with Cody on the oboe.
Oh yeah, I play oboe, along with the tambourine. I don't actually play oboe.
I was not. Yeah, I was gonna say I was not
So,
aware of that.
What should fans be expecting from this album, from this EP?
Music. And
Mostly.
yeah, you're gonna hear Cody singing on this one, which I bet a lot of you that aren't on the island or in New York really hear so much, or if you don't check out our YouTube channel or anything like that. So Cody's doing backup vocals on this one. We're doing lots of like alternating vocal stuff. Paul as well, and I think the guitars are more involved, right?
Or some solos.
Yeah, and we have more of kind of a diversity on the songs. I'd say like one of them is kind of all acoustic, which we didn't have on the last one, which we wish I that last one.
Blue Peter was kind of like that.
Yeah, but it got heavy at the end. This
Yeah.
one's just guitar. That's the one we're gonna be playing later, actually. And yeah, I think people it still sounds like us, but I think
You can tell a lot of thought went into it because a lot of thought has gone into it.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of songs, and now it's almost like which songs do we want to keep going with?
we have too many, which is a problem. And
It's a good problem.
it's a good problem. Yeah, it's just like I have some that I wrote alone a while ago that I'm like, oh, those are really cool. I want to keep them. But then Paul and Cody and Luke would come over and we'd write a song that's a million times better, and we're eventually gonna have to decide what we're gonna do, because right now it's looking more like a full length, but I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. So I think we want to put out another EP, but we'd have to figure out which songs are gonna make it. You know.
Hopefully, we'll have it out in the summertime.
Yeah, they should be out by then.
It's a good plan.
That's the ideal thing. Hope no one's recording this and it's gonna hold us to it. But
You've got some time.
That's-
But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed your last EP,
Thank
and
it's a brand new song that I don't think anybody's heard yet. Every time we were gonna play it,